Welcome to WCrypto.
Hello, my friends. Welcome back to WCrypto. In yesterday's video, I warned you to stay cautious over the long weekend and pointed out the long liquidity cluster sitting just below the current price action at 107K. On Friday, we dipped to 107.3K, but failed to sweep that cluster. Instead, the opposite took place. Price is now moving sideways and coiling right around $108,150. Bulls are stepping in and longing this zone in the short term, making 107.1K the new hotspot on the 3-day liquidation heat map. That level now holds 261 million in leveraged long volume. It is worth noting, though, that these positions are likely late, highly leveraged entries. Some of them even opened with 100x leverage. This kind of degenerate behavior is often punished, and we are already on Sunday. Monday is approaching fast, and if you remember the last few weeks, that is when sudden liftoffs usually begin. But leaving this pocket of over-leveraged longs untouched would be unlikely. Market makers rarely miss out on these setups. Switching over to the 1-week liquidation heat map, we can see something interesting. While the lower pocket at 107.1K holds a substantial 361 million in volume, the upper pocket at 111.5K carries over 544 million. So what does this tell us? Short term, we might sweep liquidity down to trap those overeager longs, but medium term, the hotter and more valuable target for the market is clearly above us. If the past is any guide, Sunday into Monday could bring a fast move up. Let's now look at the indicators. Our wave trend shows continued red money flow on the 1-hour chart since Friday, suggesting short-term weakness in bullish momentum. Looking at the MACD, we can see that the blue MACD line has already crossed above the orange signal line, a classic bullish crossover. While this indicates upward momentum, the histogram bars are starting to fade slightly, showing that strength may be cooling off in the short term. We are still in bullish territory, but if the blue MACD line starts to flatten or curl downward again, it could signal weakening momentum and the possibility of a retest of lower levels before any continuation. If you, like me, are deployed with margin entries around 107.7K and 108K, you will need to ride this out. Patience here will be key going into the start of the week. And finally, in other news, world-famous rapper Drake just dropped a Bitcoin bar in his latest song. He raps, "I look at this like a BTC. Could be down this week, then I'm up next week." That one line signals something deeper. Bitcoin is entering mainstream culture again. To me, that's a clear reflection of positive sentiment and rising awareness. Hope and adoption are growing, and the volatility still doing its thing. I will continue updating you daily. Join the free Discord for real-time trading thoughts. Click the like button if you got value from this video. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell to stay updated. And see you in the next one.